Hey guys, I got with the picks here. It is Monday early morning. I apologize for yesterday. I don't know if I had a 24-hour flu or whatever it is. I still feel like dog shit, I'm not going to lie. We lost both games on Saturday. Yesterday I was able to, I don't even know how I moved or did anything. Yesterday I was able to get the late game up on TikTok, which I put the Eagles out, which was good. So the two losses on Saturday and the one win on Sunday puts us at 22-16-2 at 58%. And we're going to Monday Night Football tonight. We got the Broncos at 2-3, traveling to the Chargers at 3-2. This line opened up at 3. It sits at 4.5. Chargers given. The total opened up at 47.5, and it's sitting at 45.5. We get the Broncos again on primetime. Yay. We all know what happens in those games. Before last week's loss to the Colts, Russ was controlling the game okay. Last week was an utter shit show. He was injured. He played injured. I mean, that's no excuse for anybody that's making $20 million a year. Okay, no excuses at all for that. He's had almost 2 full weeks to rest up and get better. They played on last week's Thursday, playing on this week's Monday, almost 2 weeks. So hopefully with that, he's able to get back to somewhere around the 95% range. Also gives more time to Melvin Gordon and Boone to mesh better together and look better on the field, because they didn't mesh too good or look too good on the field against the Colts at all. In that game, surprisingly, Denver put up 400 yards in that game, which was very surprising to me. I figured they were going to be somewhere between about 330 and about 345, and whenever I looked at the numbers and I seen 400, and I was like, really? Yes, there was overtime also, but I wasn't expecting 400 yards out of that. You tell me they had 400 yards, I would have told you that game would have went over, but unfortunately that didn't happen either. Was they only mustered up 3 field goals in that game. Chargers beat the Browns last week. They beat them 30-28 with a lone field goal in the fourth quarter. I'll be honest with you, since Bosa has not been there, Chargers have absolutely no pass rush at all, and their run defense is horrible. Horrible. They're giving up 131 yards a game on the ground. They're giving up 27.5 points a game to their opponents. Defense has been atrocious. They gave up 24 to Houston. They gave up another 28 to the Browns. And then to kick it all off, they gave up another 38 to Jacksonville. That's just bad. Just bad. Both these teams, the Broncos and Chargers, they're both top 12 in pace of game. Chargers are number 1, and the Broncos, surprisingly, they sit at number 11. Highest rate passing. And Chargers sit at number 4 highest rate passing. Chargers are dead last in yards per carry to running backs. They give up 6.1 yards a carry to running backs. And Denver's defense on the road is nothing like their defense at home, night and day. Denver is damn near close to the Chargers in yards per carry to running backs. I mean, they're giving up 5.3 yards a carry to running backs. I mean, those are some big numbers. I mean, real big numbers. Like I said, Denver at home, their defense top-notch. On the road, not top-notch. Denver is definitely running very, very thin on the defensive side. Randy Gregory is out. His backup is questionable. There's going to be no Justin Simmons. Ronald Darby is out for the season. I mean, they got holes all over their defense. Listen, I'm the guy that says next man up, and I believe that 100%. But when you got a large crew of guys that normally play together, that takes a toll and effect on you. Game scripts tend to go not the way they're supposed to go when you have that many holes out there. Sutton going into this game, he had some numbers that I was really surprised about, and I got him on two of my fantasy teams. I start him on one, and I really don't start him on the other one. He's averaging 9 targets a game. He's got 420 yards through 5 games, which are very, very respectable numbers. Judy Speed on the other side makes him a tough cover for any cornerback or safety. Melvin Gordon's still Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon is a tough, hit the hole hard, great receiver out of the backfield, goal line specialist. He is. He's just a little bit older, that's all. On the other side, hell, when Mike Williams is healthy, he's as good as anybody, and I'll say it. What do you have? The last 2 games, he got 250 yards in his last 2 games. When the guy's healthy, he's an absolute freak, and we knew that when he came out of Clemson. But the way that he's able to stretch a field with no even Keenan Allen on the field is impressive to no beyond. They got the little guy in the backfield, Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler is just absolutely terrorizing the NFL this year. And I don't see that changing one bit in this game. I see that just holding the form in this game also. So there's plenty of weapons in this game. It's Chargers games have gone over 10 out of their last 12 games under Staley. That's pretty impressive. When the total is 48 or less, it's gone over 10 out of 12 games. And we have that total where the trend is sitting at very high. I see both offenses doing enough. I really do. I see both offenses doing enough. The pace of play that they play at, I believe Russell will. I think he'll have his best game of the year so far this year. I think he'll top that. What he threw? I think he threw for 330 yards in the game. I think he'll go by that. A prop play that I'm going to play is going to be Russell Wilson over yards in the game. But I see San Diego. I see this going back and forth a good bit. And I definitely see it going over the number. So strap in, and hopefully we have a fun game to watch here in a few hours. The pick is obviously take over 43.5 in the Chargers-Bronco games. Guys, I dropped that Eagles game over on TikTok today just because TikTok's an easy, fast way for me to post it. I apologize if you didn't get it. I try not to make excuses, but I just didn't feel good at all, and I still don't, to be honest with you. But if you're not following me over there, please go over and follow me over there. Like I said, sometimes I do get lazy. Still not an excuse not to bring you guys winners, but I apologize. Guys, thank you for everything. The support, the love, the comments, the thumbs up. Just please continue to do it, and I'll continue to bring you good content with high percentage winners. You guys already know what I'm going to do until I get back to you. I'm going to get back to getting this cash.